Introduction to limits. Let me take a simple example to explain all this. Say y equals x plus 2. Let's make a chart. Let's make a table first. When x is 0, 0 plus 2 is 2. When x is 1, 1 plus 2 is 3. When x is 2, 2 plus 2 is 4. So now we have a chart. We are going to put that on a graph. I am explaining all this because some students have a difficulty in understanding a graph. So I have y versus against. See, when x is 0, y is 2. See here, when x is 0, y is 2. When x is 1, y is 3, and so on. So this is your graph. And now what I am going to do is, I am going to multiply this equation up and down by x minus 3. So this is my new function. Let's do the chart again. Let's do the table again. If you do for y equals 0, what will happen? 0 plus 2, 0 minus 3, 0 minus 3. See, these two cancel. You still get the same answer as before. Same thing with x equals 1. But if you do for x equals 3, what will happen? 3 plus 2, 3 minus 3 becomes 0, 0. Your answer will be 0 divided by 0. We call it undefined. But if you try to calculate for some value close to 3, like 2.99, what will happen? You end up with, because these two will cancel, you get 4.99. If you calculate for another value which is even closer to 3, 2.99999, you get 4.99999. In the same way, if you try to calculate for a value bit more than 3, x equals 3.00001, you again get 5.00001. So that means your new function works just like your original function y equals x plus 2, except when x is exactly equal to 3. So we can simply say that when x approaches 3, y approaches 5. More correctly, more formally, we can write like this. When this arrow says approaches. When x approaches 3, y approaches 5. Or more mathematically, we can say in this function, where the limit of this function when x approaches 3, the answer is 5. We can show that on a graph, new graph. See, our graph works exactly like our original function y equals x plus 2, but it has no meaning when x is 3, because we say that there's a hole at 3. So that is the meaning of limits. But there I came to this answer in the reverse direction. Usually they will ask the question like this: what is the limit of this function when x approaches 3? They will ask like this. So you have no idea. First thing you have to do is use your knowledge in factorization. Factorize the top statement, and then you get this. You can cancel these two factors as long as it is not equal to 0. That means as long as x is not equal to 3. So you end up with the y equals x plus 2 as long as x is not equal to 3. So that means your graph will look like this, but you can simply substitute x equal 3 into here, 3 plus 2, 5, and you can see there's a hole at 3 and 5. So we can simply say that the limit of this function is equal to 5. Thank you for watching.